For a very long time, Nigeria's great fortunes were lying in the hands of people with oil licenses or oil blocks from the Nigerian government. But today, a growing share is being written into property deeds. The country's housing shortage runs into the tens of millions of units. Yet, demand at the middle class and the upper ends of the market has rarely been stronger. As inflation bites and the currency wobbles, land and brick have become a preferred store of value for the country's professionals, diaspora, and old money alike. In the middle of this is a generation of billionaires rising from being real estate construction developers. And in this video, we'll be exploring the richest Nigerian, youngest, and self-made billionaires from real estate industry in Nigeria. If it's your first time on our channel, consider clicking that red subscribe button and turning on the notification icon so you never miss out on future videos from the channel. In the middle of this shift of billionaires and the housing deficit is a generation of developers who look less like old school landlords and more like fast-moving founders, brand conscious, social media fluent, and comfortable talking about valuation, pipeline, and products as much as they talk about foundations and concrete. Among them is Otedola of Veracity Homes, Sujimoto Ogundele of Sujimoto Homes, Adebola Shedu of Brains and Hammers, Richard Young of Lekki Gardens, Olawale Ayelara of Landway, Baka Omaru Michela of Michelle Homes, Emmanuel Udechukwu of Roxbury Homes, and Kennedy Okonwkwo of Netcomax Limited. They are not the only ones, but together, they offer a clear window into how Nigeria's new real estate money is being made. They are the new deal makers of Lagos. For many young Nigerians, the real estate journey starts with frustration, rising rent, endless stories of land disputes, and a landlord who decides to use the house for family, just when you've settled in. The trust gap is where a new crop of developers have built the advantage. Otedola, the founder of Veracity Homes, comes from that word. Still in his 30s, he has turned Veritasi into a recognizable name in the mid to upper income estates around Lagos. The company's sales pitch is simple and enough. Curated locations, clean documentation, and payment plans that don't require a 7-figure salary to get started. What sets Veritasi apart is the way it sells. The billboards and glossy brochures are still there, but a lot of the heavy lifting happens online. The Instagram lives, webinars, drone tours, animated breakdowns of payment plans, and the entire funnel looks better. There's also Ayelara, whose background is not that of a legacy landlord. He built Landway the way a young operator would build any growth company. Aggressive marketing, a strong sales culture, and a focus on repeatable format. The result is a pipeline of estates that all feel like part of a single recognizable brand. On another part of the island is Netcomax and its founder, Kennedy Okonwkwo, who have carved out their own lane with the Victoria Crest series of estates. Okonkwo's story has become a part of the industry lore, from struggling tenant to landlord, then to large-scale developer. His estates target the city's aspirational middle class, bankers, tech workers, mid-level executives, and people who may not afford Ikoyi but want more than a bare bones block of flats. Netcomax developments tend to be dense, uniform, and designed to be delivered at scale. They are not shy about the mass affluent positioning, neat streets, small recreational pockets, perimeter walls, and enough finishing to feel premium without breaking into the ultra-luxury territory. The repeatability of the product is the business model. These Lagos players share a common instinct. They treat home buyers the way a software company treats its users. Segment them, target them, retain them, and sell to them again. When luxury becomes your thesis, that is when the name Sujimoto comes into the game. Sujimoto Ogundele, popularly known as Sujimoto, has built a brand that lives almost as loudly as this project. Sujimoto Construction is squarely focused on high-end and ultra-luxury development in Lagos' most expensive enclaves, Ikoyi, Banana Island, prime stretches of Victoria Island. They are not just costly apartments, they are marked as lifestyle statements. The marketing material is deliberate. Italian marble, designer kitchens, private elevators, concierge services, skyline views. But behind the sleek visuals is a clear investment thesis. In a city where reliable power, water and security are scarce, and apartments in a well-managed, high-end building becomes more than just a place to live. It functions as a hedge against inflation, a status symbol, and a potential dollar-earning rental asset if leased to multinationals or high-net-worth tenants. Ogundele himself is central to the story. He tells it often: modest beginnings, hustle, reinvention, then a leap into luxury real estate. For a younger generation of entrepreneurs, he represents the idea you don't have to inherit land to control it. You can structure deals, build a team, and create something that competes with any global capital city on price per square meter. In a country where wealth has often been opaque, the visibility of Sujimoto towers signals something different. Luxury as a product can be scrutinized, benchmarked, and compared globally. These scale builders and city shapers in Abuja and beyond, developers have been working with a different template: less flash, more scale. Brains Hammers, co-founded and chaired by Adebola Sheidu, has become a reference point for large estates and mixed-use projects. From its base in the capital, the project has delivered entire communities, rows of similar homes, internal roads, shopping areas, sometimes hospitality assets aimed at civil servants, corporate staff, and middle-income families. The business is part urban design, part logistics. Rather than betting on a handful of trophy towers, Brains and Hammers leans into a volume, acquire large tracts of land, design a reputable product, work closely with banks and mortgage providers, and keep building. For buyers, the appeal is predictable pricing and ecosystem: schools, clinics, small retail within a manageable commute of the city center. Back in Lagos, Lekki Gardens plays a similar role in the private sector driven mass market founded by its Richard Young. The company burst onto the scene, selling off-plan units at prices that undercut many competitors. Entire estates sold out while still on the drawing board, helped by a sales machine that targeted professionals hungry for a first step on the property ladder. If you've watched to this point, kindly click the red subscribe button and turn on the notification icon so you don't miss out on future videos from this channel. And I'll see you in my very next one. Don't forget to share to your friends who are also interested in the real estate market.